Thank you. It's the summer of 1993. I'm in Miramar, a beach city off the coast of Buenos Aires, Argentina. I'm 10 years old, and I just asked a girl out for the first time in my life, and she said, maybe. Her name is Belen. She is 9 years old, and she is spending the summer there with her family. I'm staying at a friend's house who invited me to spend the month of February with his family, and his brother, who's 12, so technically an adult, has already made us smoke for the first time, so kicking off my romantic life seems about right. It's 8 p.m. at night, and I'm waiting outside the arcade where we agreed to meet, and I'm really counting on that maybe because tonight is my last chance. Tomorrow I'm going back home to my parents, and if she doesn't show up, that's it. This is before the internet. I'm never going to see her again in my life. And it doesn't take me long to realize she's not gonna show up. Hey, don't worry, because I go back to my friend's house and I write her a love letter that I spray with Axe body spray to remind her of my scent at the age of 10, and I give it to my friend so he can give it to her the next morning at the beach after I'm long gone forever. 5 years later, it's the summer of 1998. I'm 15 years old and I'm back in Miramar, this time with my parents and two of my nephews who are 13 and 11. And it's also a bit different this time because now I've finally got a girlfriend. Oh yeah. And you know, she's in Uruguay on vacation with her family far away, so I'm just gonna lay low with the girls, you know, because I'm mostly a loser that nobody pays attention to except for my girlfriend, so there's nothing I can really do, right? And then one day at the beach, across from me, I see Belen. And she's not a 9-year-old little girl anymore, no. She's a gorgeous 14-year-old young woman. And every time I look at her, despite me being this chubby 15-year-old Kermit the Frog, for some reason, she's staring at me. And I'm like, oh no, this is not the time for this to happen. I'm gonna ignore this. I'm not gonna pay attention to this. I have a girlfriend that is not the kind of Muppet that I am. This goes on for some days, and then one day my nephews come to me giggling. They're like, you know what we did? You know what we did? We went over to that girl. That girl that's always staring at you. And you know what we did? We asked her, why do you stare at her uncle all the time? Do you have a crush on him? And you know what she said? She said, yes. Oh God, I didn't want to know this. What am I gonna do now? This is like a unfinished business for me, but I have a girlfriend. What am I gonna do? Luckily for me, I don't have to make up my mind just now because a friend of mine who's in a beach city nearby invites me to spend some days with his family there. So I go there, you know, to think about what I should do and talk to my friend. And then one night we go out and we run into one of my girlfriend's best friends. And I'm so smart, like really so smart, that the best idea I have is asking one of my girlfriend's best friends for advice. I mean, why wouldn't she be impartial about it? You know what I mean? You know, she has nothing to lose here. So I approach her and I ask her, basically what I say is something like, should I cheat on your okay looking friend with this beast of a woman that for some reason is paying attention to this chubby frog puppet, even though she would never do so? And much to my surprise, she's like, of course. Go ahead, do it. Your girlfriend is so far away in Uruguay, she'll never find out. This is a clearly, you know, unfinished business for you. I totally get it. We're young. You know, it doesn't matter who's gonna care in the future. Just go ahead, do what you need to do, and like, go on with your life. And I'm like, sure. Why not? That's what I need to hear. So a couple days later, I'm back in Miramar, and I'm out on a double date with Belen, one of her friends, and one of my nephews at the bowling alley. And after losing to her a bunch of times and pretending like I did it on purpose to be cute, we're walking towards our bikes, and my nephew's walking with her friend, and I'm walking with Belen behind them, and this is finally my chance. My nephew and I have this all planned out, and so I go, So even if nothing happens between my nephew and your friend, like them making out or something had anything to do with us, you know, starting something, but I have no idea how to talk to women, so that's what I do. Like, if I had seen an elephant riding a bicycle, I would have used that to start like, even though if that elephant doesn't fall from the bike, do you think you want to be my girlfriend? So I asked her, even if nothing happens between them, do you want to be my girlfriend? And she says, yes, and because we're Catholic and I'm supposed to wait when we're Catholic, we don't make out just yet. I just get on my bike and go home as fast as I can, and that's when I realize, oh my God, what have I done? And I decide to break up with her the next day, the second that I see her, because my girlfriend does not deserve this. And technically, because we didn't make out or kiss at all, I haven't cheated. I haven't really cheated, it's just a verbal agreement, I can break it. And then spend the rest of the evening listening to sad romantic music, asking myself, what have you done, Francisco? What have you done? The next day at the beach, I break up with her. I'm sorry, I already have a girlfriend, this is not gonna be possible. She's like, you're a fucking idiot. And when the summer is over, my nephew gives me this letter that she wrote me, and that fortunately doesn't smell like Axe body spray. And in it, she tells me that if I had told her about it, we could have been just friends and that would have been fine. Back home, my girlfriend ghosts me for 2 months, and then one night calls me and breaks up with me over the phone, which is like breaking up over text, but in the 90s. And eventually tells me that her friend that so wisely told me to do whatever I wanted went to Uruguay the day after I met her and told my girlfriend everything I was planning on doing. And that summer I learned that even though you can break two hearts at the same time, yours is going to hurt even more when you find yourself all alone. I ran into Belen again a couple of years later, and she was even more attractive than ever. And we catch up, and she tells me that she recently became a single mom at the age of 16 to a beautiful baby girl. And then she gives me her phone number and tells me, call me. And I look at her and I say, maybe. Thank you so much.